Hey, I'm reloaded. You motherfuckers think you big time? Don't watch my man slap shot. You're gonna die big time.
What's the worst? Your man Slap Shot. You have a very special guest named Let people know you are.
Lefty Van Lowe, also known as Mr. Van Lowe, also Hennessy Jones, all that good shit. You know what I mean?
What's good, my dude? How you been?
Wow, I'm getting good, man. Trying to make it make sense, you know.
Where you been?
Bro, I was in Cali for like 5 years.
Okay, this is what y'all was telling me.
And bouncing around, traveling the world. I was in Mexico City, DR,
Living in.
for like a couple months.
Okay.
Denmark, Copenhagen, shit like that.
Oh, it's Mr. International at this point.
Man, I just be trying to see the world, get more experiences, you know. Inspiration. So it's kind of crazy in America right now.
So I see the inspiration has been coming because you've been kind of consistent lately.
Yeah, working on that for sure. That's like a big thing for this year. Like last year, life was lifing, you know, and I just took a little step back. But yeah, this year, I'm just trying to stay more consistent on the content, releasing new music. I just dropped a new project, Rare Form. That was like February, so I got something coming out like around summertime. I'll be right back.
Okay, I got you. So so that year that you took off, what did you learn from it as far as some industry and stuff like that?
Man, I learned a lot just about life. Just ups and downs, trials and tribulations. Lost a lot of people just physically, mentally was just going through a lot with my family. But that's why I call this new project Rare Form, because it kind of feels like a caterpillar, like coming out of the cocoon and it's turned to a butterfly. And it's like, all right, I've learned a lot now. I'm just a whole different person. I'm better, sharper, wiser. You know what I'm saying? So,
I got you. Yo, I see what you from the Bronx?
Really from the Bronx, Parkchester, Castle Hill, yes sir.
What the fuck? The whole time I thought you was from the Stop.
I thought it was from because I beat all my niggas from the Stop, man. Sean, my nigga Rose, my nigga Tyler, Lucini, all the niggas.
That's
man,
where that's where I missed you. What was that? Like,
bro, that had to be like
2050, yeah, something like that.
Decade,
like a decade ago, yeah.
Well, we was at something like
it was on True.
Right?
Yeah, it was a crib. Yeah.
Man,
for a fact,
crazy.
we shot a video for that and everything like that. Oh man, so you've been off and on with the music since then. And what's with the inconsistency, you would say?
Really, it's just life stuff that just come into play. I had to take care of my grandparents before they passed, but also I was doing some writing as well, so I wasn't really inconsistent on making music, just releasing. So I was in Atlanta also before I went to Cali, and I was working with my homie Dejan, my boy Levi Riz. We was up in Stankonia studio, so I'm an Outcast, so working out of there and doing some writing and producing. So.
Okay, so there was at any point where you was done with the music?
I say probably a year and maybe a year and some change. I had felt like that, like around 2022. I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to do it anymore on the artistry level, but never was on something like, I don't want to do it at all. Okay. I'm gonna be doing this shit till I'm 80 years old. B.B. King shit. You know what I mean?
I got you. So what brought you back into doing the forefront? I should say.
Man, bro, I'm too good. I'm just too good, man. And also, I feel like, when my grandmother passed, one thing I remember her telling me was, you got responsibility, whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? So whether it is, you're a plumber or if you, working a big, CEO of a big company, whatever, you got a certain responsibility. And I just feel like with the gift that I have, I feel God given, with these words and just, be able to create these songs and put my life experiences and kind of express things that certain people don't have the time, I guess, to do that. I got to do that and inspire, because a lot of people hit me up, and a lot of friends, telling me how much I inspired them. So it's just kind of like, damn, I'm gonna keep pushing forward and doing this.
Yeah, sometimes you need to hear that.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, how much you inspire people and stuff like that.
You never know. Like it's like people they won't tell you or
while you doing it, while you thinking
me?
like, well, no. When you see your highlights, you thinking like, well, this is when you would want it.
Right.
Yeah, but when you least expect it, that's when you.
That's when you least expect it, and it come at the right time.
Fair. All right, then. So let's talk about this Rare Form project. Production. How did that come together? Because it's real soulful.
Man, thank you, bro. Man, honestly, my boy Brendan out of Atlanta. Again, working in Stankonia. He's one of Big Boy's producers. I'm signed to him, and me and him locked in. He did a bulk of the project, maybe like four of the 7. And I just wanted a new sound coming off my latest project before that. It was called Time and Trust. And that was more, jazzy feel, and I was just really trying to just get my raps off. But this project, I really wanted to have something real, concise and small, and just get my point across as far as where I'm at mentally. But soulfully, I wanted to bring that more back into the forefront, because I feel like, you're missing it a little bit. This kind of production, it's not a lot of. I mean, shout out to Cash Cobain doing. He bringing a little bit of the R&B flavor, mixing that with sexy drill. But and that, and of course, Rock Marcy. But we need more of the soulful. I think in the game, So
I got you.
To balance out, the trap 8ways.
So what's the goal with you when you're putting together a project? Is it just release the art? Is it to make a profit? What is the goal for you?
Of course you want to make a profit, and then you just want to get it across to as many ears as possible. So next month I'll actually be in Thailand, and I'm gonna be working with some artists out there and kind of building. And but yeah, I just want to expand, with my music. That's the main goal: get it to as much ears as possible. Because. It's cool with all the homies here and people around, close proximity, but I gotta get it out. So that's my main thing. What I'm also working on too.
You check your analytics?
I do.
Where's the most surprising your music has traveled to you?
That was in Copenhagen, actually.
Yeah. I heard like around there in like Belgium, Germany, they're really big fans of like.
My style of hip hop, that type of, it's like kind of vintage, classic a little bit. They got a different level of appreciation. I think because they don't get, or maybe because they got it a little bit later, or I don't know really what it is. I just think we're so spoiled here. Yeah,
we have so many different styles of it. So a lot of the microwave things may come around. You understand? We feel like we can get back to the bars a little bit later. Right. Yeah.
It's more, I think, viral culture too, where I think overseas is more so they care a little bit more about the actual like musicality and things, So I think here it's more so like I just seen a dude that looked like Lord Farquaad, and like he's like, I don't know if you've seen him, but if you look like Lord Farquaad from Shrek, he looks like him.
Yeah, with the cut.
You seen him? I'm like, alright, but teach his own. Everybody got their own taste. It's a market for everything. It's a lane for everything.
So, are we working on any more projects here, or are we just okay?
Absolutely. I'm in the studio. Shoot, I was just in the studio yesterday working on some stuff. And I'm just kind of just piecing it together and figuring out how I want to roll it out. This time, I definitely want to do touring. I want to, do more like merch involved. Just really give it a full solid push that I feel like I haven't really done with projects previous. I have done maybe I'll do merch for this project, or I'll just do maybe
you might tour this project,
or some shows for this project, but not the full.
Okay. How do you How do you plan it out? Do you have a team?
Right now, I do. I have my homies in Atlanta that I got some people that that can connect me with the right touring management. I also got a homie that also is good in like synchronizing, like doing film, TV stuff. So also working on that as well.
Okay. All right. Then, so what's the next project? You got a name for the next project?
Just like I thought.
Explain the meaning of that.
The meaning for that is just like I always felt like I would get to this space of where I'm at, you know, musically, sonically, just like as an artist, creatively, like the level of talent that I feel like it's just over years, just kind of putting that 10,000 hours, and you know, I always thought like, you know, I would go through certain relationships, things, you know, that you know, fizzle out, I'll outgrow certain people, you know, I have to come to time with, you know, life is the ups and downs, the roller coasters, where it's like, all right, just like I thought, I expected this, and I'm just kind of speaking more towards that. So, you know, just kind of, you know, bringing more of that subject matter, talking about like just what I've been through over the past, you know, 10 years, you know what I'm saying? 7 to 10 years.
So is everything got to be thematic at this point, or is it just like as much music as I put together, then I figure out what I'm about to do with it?
It's always themed with me, like somewhat an underlying theme. I'm that type of artist. It's hard for me to really like just be like, all right, let me slap together a bunch of songs and whatever. It gotta have some type of theme underlying. That's just how I am when it comes to projects. So, and that's why it's hard for me to really like just drop singles or something, like, because it's like, dang, like I feel like it has to.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense out of context. Yeah. Okay, so that's why you've done so many like short clips on TikTok. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And just, you know, just kind of previewing the project and just kind of staying in the algorithm. That's what, you know, I'm learning. It's all a process, so just learning to be more content heavy.
When did you become content conscious?
Man, bro, I'm probably like, I've always been content conscious, but just doing it in like a high quality, like high quantity, you know, just really doing it at a faster pace. Like maybe like 2 years ago, I'm like seeing what like Russell does kind of inspired. You know, and I'm like, damn.
What'd you get from like Lil Russell? Because I think everybody that's independent could learn a thing or two.
He just on it with just, you know, having. Of course, he has a big team, but just being always in your face. You know, it's like every time you open up your app, you know, you're gonna see him whether you get on there today,
whether you like it or not. Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, but whether you get on there today or if you don't get on there in the next couple of days, as soon as you open it back up, his video gonna pop up. So it's just feeding the algorithm. You know, it's like I'm understanding that more now.
Oh, all right, I got you, man. And so, is there any dream features that we are working on or anything like that? We can say coming up?
I can't really say right now, but it's some stuff that aligns with, you know, the type of vibe that I'm in, like some big ones, especially one from the town.
Okay, I'm kind of excited.
He's from the blog era, so I'll say that.
All right. I'm actually, I'm love to hear that. As soon as you got to send it my way, so you know.
Nah, definitely.
So I need the MP3 for that, man. All right, then we'll let the people know how they can stream the project, man.
Man, you can get it on all platforms. You know, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify. You know, you can hit the link. You can follow me on Instagram, Mr. Van Lowe, MrVanLowe. Also, I do photography stuff, so you see a little bit of my pictures on there as well. Do video stuff as well. So yeah, I did this stuff in Trinidad. I didn't even know you was Trini, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man,
you went to Carnival?
Yeah, where you people from?
Which part?
Yeah, what part?
From South, like San Fernando.
That's where my people from.
Oh shit, I didn't know you was Trini.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't know, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Split Star, you know what I'm saying? Foxy, you feel me?
Facts. Cardi, Nicki? Yeah.
Cardi, Nicki, they said first word. Yeah,
For a fact, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, though. And I'm actually, you know, I just want to say, man, it's dope seeing you, like, still continuing doing things from, you know, way back. Like, I seen the interview that you did with Sue Surf, that was dope.
Oh,
and the joint that you did with...
Shit, we did it right here.
Yeah.
You did it right here.
And the joint that you
Free
did
with
Fat Trails.
Yeah. Right here,
That's fire.
Legendary One More Studios, man.
Keep that shit going, bro.
I appreciate you. Thank
We
you.
got to hold each other accountable as creatives, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Keep it
I
going.
appreciate you asking to make this happen. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homegirl T behind the camera as usual, man. Man, slap shot you, and we out.
Okay, I'm reloaded.